Why did you decide to do something like this for the community?
Well, I love volunteering like this. I've been doing it for years. Every time I get invited down, I'm happy to show up. It's just fun to do, and the kids really get right into it, and they get to learn a lot about just RC, but also the mechanics of how things work.
Yeah, and they ask a lot of questions.
Very inquisitive.
They're inquisitive and they want to know about it. You're probably going to get some people in the future from these young children that might get into RC for the mechanical reasons or just for the fun.
Oh, for sure. We're opening their eyes to something that they can build themselves, work on themselves. It's away from the toy market, and it's something they can get their hands on, get outside and get a bit dirty maybe.
Yeah.
Let's get out there and do something with them. And one of those ways is through RC hobbies, and that could be through electric cars or electric helicopters to start off with, or even electric planes. There's so many different ways they can get outside, be active with RC.
Mm-hmm. Now, does it take a lot of work for those kids to get into that? Like, say you got a dad who's never even picked up a hammer, you know, and
that can happen.
He's a CEO for some company who he's never done anything like this. How hard is it for him to do something like that? Say the kid would want a helicopter.
Sure. Well, we have the ability at the shop to show people how it functions and coach them through that. And it's really quite simple. Nowadays, there's some really straightforward, open the box, charge it up, plug it in, and go fly. It really does say right in the box, teach yourself to fly.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So it's that simple?
It really is that simple. And a lot of people are shocked to find out it can be under $100 for like a flying helicopter and a flying plane. And they're out at the field with a plane, the charger, the radio control, everything they need.
Now, what if you break something? Because I remember the old days. I mean, I got that toy at Christmas and I broke it.
It happens.
And that's it.
Sure.
Can you repair it?
Sure. That's the whole thing. With the hobby industry grade stuff, you can buy the spare parts, or for that matter, sometimes with a foam wing, a bit of white glue, some tape, go fly again.
And then you're
out there flying again.
You're
Absolutely.
Out there again.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm going to talk about helicopters. Just to explain to you the difference between helicopter and aeroplane. With aeroplanes, the wing is fixed, so you need forward momentum to get lift. With a helicopter, the wings are in the main blades, so it has to spin in order to create lift. They come in different sizes, as you can see. Inside here, there is a device that's called a swash plate, and what that does is that it tilts these main blades. When I use the controls, you actually see it tilt, and wherever it tilts is where it moves the helicopter.
So, buddy, tell me, Alexander, what do you like about RC?
I'm not sure. I just like the free driving mini cars.
So this is a four-wheel drive, radio control monster truck. So four-wheel drive means all four wheels are driven. There's your engine, there's your exhaust pipe, and the radio control system is inside a box there. So we're gonna start this up for you guys. You get to hear it. But we can't run it long because it does give out smoke out of the exhaust. So we can only run it for like a second or two. So they have what's called a glow plug, and the glow plug glows. It glows orangey hot, kind of like a burner on a stove. And it starts to keep on going, and then we can apply the gas and make it run even faster by doing that. So we're gonna give it a shot to start it.
I personally like planes.
Yeah?
Yeah, but if you had boats there, those probably compete.
This is what it's all about, folks, getting youngsters into it, right? Gets them out of the house, gets them out in the backyard. I mean, you could even go in the winter with some of the crawlers outside.
Frozen finger flying.
Exactly. So, folks, go to some of your local hobby stores. Parents, get your kids interested in this. Good way to teach them how to fly, how to drive, a little bit of mechanics, and get them outside.
I like the helicopters and the planes. I like all of it.
Well, that's it, folks, for this week's episode of RCTV. On next week's episode, Raj, we're heading out to Winnipeg for the Eliminator Show and Shine.
And we're going to see Carl Buckhuber's American Airlines Electra 2.
And some winter flying as well.
And out in Milton, some winter bashing.
From 2008, one of our favorites. See you next week, folks.
Cool.
RCTV, your radio-controlled authority, has been brought to you in part by Eliminator RC, your one-stop hobby shop. RC Pit Stop, bringing the best of RC to BC. And John's Hobbies, Toronto's local hobby store.